of Lytle, Texas and Lytle State Bank for depository services and the creation of a new money market account, providing for incorporation of preamble, authorizing the mayor to execute any and all the documents necessary to effectuate such an agreement and providing an effective date. Zach? And Randy, thank you for being here. Max, thank you for being here too. Appreciate that.
Yeah, obviously our bank reps are here, but we've kind of gone back and forth with staff and the group down there at Lytle State Bank, and I think we've come to a pretty solid agreement given council's direction previously. I think in January, and so the bank came back to the staff and kind of came with that $2 million account, basically that we were kind of going back and forth as far as the difference. And so they're agreeing to go ahead and, or they would like to amend the existing depository agreement to establish this new money market account. And it would stay at a constant $2 million. If it did dip under the $2 million at any time, for a certain amount of time as outlined in the agreement, then we would have X amount of time to get it back up to 2 million. If not, then we would kind of forego some of the higher interest rate for that particular period, basically, that it was under. And then we also talked to them about go ahead and closing out the remaining CDs, since one of the efforts by council has been to consolidate the accounts as much as possible, given where we were at with probably 30 plus at one point. So they have agreed to go ahead and close out the remaining of the CDs, which only total about 46,000, a little bit more than that. That would also move into the new money market account, and then the remainder would come from text pool to supply the 2 million total. We also have a given amount of money over in our what we call our infrastructure account. This was the bond funds that we're currently using to pay for projects. And so we asked that this also be included into this new account so we could at least make a little bit more interest rate at a higher rate than it's currently making in the account that it's in at Lytle State Bank. But that would not be, they understand, that would not be subject to the, we don't have to keep it at 4 million, it would just be the 2 million. And they understand that we'll start using that, and more than likely that should be closer to the end of this year for those particular funds.
Exactly, that one was where you're bringing over the funds from tech pool.
Yes.
And then putting the residual, or even also with the CD.
Yes.
And then bring the residual over from tech pool, right?
Correct. Yes.
No, we're good with that. Yeah, that's kind of like what Mike had said last time, that we'll come to an agreement instead of bringing the whole 4. Y'all are gonna bring the 40,000 over, 46,000 over into the tech pool. I mean, into the new money market account, and the difference will come over to tech pool. And we're good with that.
So we got everything lined up. We'll be able, they're helping us out with the funds that are going to be working throughout the year with the infrastructure. So they'll be able to make some money while they're actually sitting there. But with the agreement that we actually have, the overall at the very end, this will be the 2 million that we will actually keep in there as part of our agreement until we get done with the contract date.
Yeah,
right?
so it would follow the same terms that the existing depository agreement follows, including I think the original 5 years.
So it's all tied together.
Years.
No fees.
Correct. All
No
that
fees.
still stays
Yeah,
the same.
all that still stays the same.
So everything lines up correctly. Everything is good to go. So we get everything in a sense for our future. It should be able to good. And I want to say thank you, Randy, Max. I know a little extra work and trying to take care of these and lining things up. Zach and Yvonne, thank you for working this too. We appreciate it. Just so we can go ahead.
We appreciate all y'all's efforts, Zach, for your time and effort, and we're happy to have the continuance with the city and have a longer lasting relationship with the city as we have before. So thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So with that in mind, council, can I get a motion?
Yeah, Mayor, I'll make a motion that we approve resolution 2612 as presented, with today's effective date of March 9th, 2026.
Okay, got a motion on the floor.
Second it.
Got a second? Okay, any further discussion?
So any clarification on this? So the infrastructure amount that we have in there,
Yes.
once that starts to fall, we are no longer required to keep that 5 million total balance.
Yeah, the only thing they're requiring is a $2 million.
Okay, now explain to me how that $2 million will fall where it's the city's fault that it falls below.
Yeah, so the specific language, and I can pull it up here, in the agreement, in
It
paragraph
just basically
1,
says that the balance in the account falls below $2 million
yes,
and the effect is not connected with
two
it's
business
not
days.
corrected within 2
Yes.
business days. But my question is, how does that $2 million fall below that threshold and why is the city liable for that to make it up? That's my question.
So the
If we bring over from Texpool $2 million,
Yes.
right, that's the initial investment.
Yes.
Why would we have to try to keep that $2 million out? Because we would be losing. The only way I see we would lose is if for some reason the market goes negative and we lose money, but we would lose that in Texpool as well.
Yeah.
So that's the part that I need clarification. What does that
by
actually
having
mean?
that's where we get the extra benefits of having, where they don't charge us.
Well, right, yeah, and that's how the bank will make their money based on the points that they're giving us.
Yes.
But why is it the city's responsibility to keep that number at 2 million?
We might have to spend some money out of that.
Now, that's the other part. We're not touching this money. This
I'm
2
not
million is
planning
in
on
there,
touching
right?
it, but I mean,
Is
anything
that,
can
is that,
happen.
so I need clarification.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I need clarification.
anything
Is that
could
what this
happen.
is insinuating, that if we have to touch the 2 million, we need to bring it back up?
Yes, I think the idea is that we would always keep it at that 2 million, so we would have to pull from Texpool or other savings of any kind
If the city were to take money away?
under that 2 million.
Okay, because I'm trying to think of a scenario where that 2 million falls or drops.
The only thing I could think is that, I mean, God willing.
Yeah,
we
and-
don't have
and
some big
Texpool would be the
accident,
same thing.
Some catastrophe, some issue. We got, a bunch of names break and we got to go spend. a
Or
bunch of
where
money
we
right
touch it.
now,
Okay.
And then we just don't get the 20 basis points. We just get the normal interest rate,
Okay.
from the bank. So for
Okay.
whatever
Is
reason.
that understood? Is that understood?
Yes. Yeah, however y'all-
Okay, no, I don't have a problem with that. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense if we're talking that.
Obviously, my intention is to not touch it,
No, exactly.
but I don't know. I can't tell what tomorrow's going to bring. So
Okay.
yeah.
And for how long is this?
So this follows the exact depository agreement, which was an original 5-year agreement. I think that's 3 more years on that agreement, if I'm not mistaken.
2028.
2028.
I believe it. Okay.
Now, and I'll do fairness, and based on what I had said in the previous meetings, that the council can look in the future to maybe bring in more money as time goes on, not
Sure.
have that time frame, right? So if like I said, next year we decide that, hey, Lidl's doing this real good, right? Lidl's State Bank's doing this real good. Let's bring some more money in.
At 100%, right?
Well, at that same rate. At the same rate that we're looking at now,
So like,
or same
It's like the-
agreement.
the first step to kind of mend this, any sort of, issues with the relationship, right? So this is the first step. If, I know we're going to be looking at some other things to help the city with, as far as like, remote, deposit capture, one thing, and other things. So yeah, like if there's something that y'all, want us to look at, maybe different rates, whatever it may be, we definitely can just flow through Zach. Zach will get with me, and then we can see whatever it may be. And so we just, like the 2 million, and you're talking about that with the cure. The 2 million was just the starting point, because that's
Right.
kind of what the interest seemed like back in January. But we're going to be very flexible, and we want to be the bank for the long-term future of the city. So if there's anything that y'all need or want to discuss, and if it's feasible to the bank, I mean, we're going to try to make that happen. So
And I think Max just basically as a summary is, if you all see something that, hey, this would help the city be able to make a little bit more, let us know.
Mhm.
That's basically what we're saying. Let us know. So if
Yeah.
there's another opportunity there might be a different strategy of how to be able to invest our funds and be able to bring more
Gotcha.
based on what the amount that is going to be in there. Yeah, please talk to our city administrator.
And then
Is
under
that
the
correct?
same note, to also bring in additional money from Texas Pool, move it over based on the current agreement.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
That would be good, yeah, if y'all just have to do that.
And we want to work, or at least I do, I want to work with the Lido State Bank. I mean, y'all are part of the city, obviously, right? So I had mentioned that. I just want to make sure I reiterate the fact that I did. And that's what I'm looking at. You know, I would like to get that. Well, I'm not gonna say it no further, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Understood.
But thank
yeah.
you for
Yeah.
your effort.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for working with us. We appreciate it.
Yes.
all right. Anything else for discussion? Okay. All those in favor? Any opposed? All right. Really appreciate it.
Thank y'all so much. As a matter of fact, we have a board meeting Wednesday, so we'll go back and give the board a good.
We'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so
Be
much.
good. Thank you.
Matthew will be there.
Thank you.
We'll be there.
Be good.
Have a good
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right. Let's go ahead and move on to D, consideration and possible action concerning ordinance number 26-06 and ordinance authorizing the insurance of the city certificate of obligation series 2026 in the amount not to exceed 6 million for the purpose set forth in the notice of intention, providing payment thereof by the levy of an Aldeborn tax and further secured by lien of pledge revenues of the utility system and other matters in connection therewith. Zach?
I'm pretty much gonna kick it over to Mark or Lauren. I don't know who's gonna take that or Jack. Sure. So, but obviously, as you know, we had the notice of intent to issue the 2026 CEOs in that $6 million. And so this is kind of the next step in that process. So
While he's coming up, I just want to remind council, we had 3 top priorities that we said that we were going to work on this year. And this is going to go ahead and take care of our number 1 priority that we had said we wanted to go ahead and make sure that we were taking care of. All right, Jack.
sorry.
Mayor, Council, how are y'all today?
Good, sir.
My name's Jack McCliney. I'm with Samco Capital Markets. Here with me is Mark McCliney as well. We also have y'all's bond counsel, Lauren Ferreira from McCall Parker, if y'all have any questions on the legal side. What I've just passed out is a summary of our bids from this morning. This morning at 11 a.m., we went out to sale for $16 million. $6 million. My apologies.
We changed.
We received 7 bids back from all across the country, 3 from Texas, Pennsylvania, Alabama, Oklahoma, Wisconsin. This just speaks to the fact that y'all's bonds are wanted in the market. Y'all are doing right things. And we ended up with some very great results. Our original analysis that we worked with Zach and Yvonne on, we were running it with an interest rate of 4.5%. We came in today with an interest rate of 3.66%. From our initial analysis, this saved $500,000 for the city. So it was really a good day for us in the market. Our best bids came in from BOK Financial. That was that 3.66 that we got, and they are out of Dallas. With all of that being said, it is Samco's recommendation that you all accept the BOK bid today. And if you all have any questions, happy to answer whatever.
Council?
So my concern is the statement, therefore by levy of an ad valorem tax and further secured by a lien on the pledged revenues of the utility system and other matters. So this is to the city administrator. I just want to make sure that this does not affect or touch our stormwater fees or our drought fees.
That's correct. Completely separate.
Okay, I want to make sure that those earmarks stay intact and they, okay. Thank you. That was my concern, Mayor.
You're going to introduce yourself to the council since you're part of the team.
You're already.
Yeah.
Least y'all should do is ask her a question.
Well, I will say just when the legal standpoint, the Attorney General requires us to have a pledge of something. And in this case, it's $1,000 pledge from your utility system revenues. But I don't believe any utility system revenues are going to be utilized to pay back the debt service. Am I right on that? Okay. What's the percentage?
We've got, some of the funds are for utility.
There's $1 million that are on the utility.
Okay.
The
$1 million.
rest
Yeah.
of it is on the general fund.
And like I said, my main concern were those 2 fees that we had already earmarked as being purposed.
Yeah, completely.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Council, anything else?
Yeah, who can explain the ad valorem part of that? Is there a certain rate? How does that work?
So you have a minimum taxes that you tax on all of your property collections.
Right.
And it's going to have to be sufficient to pay all of your debt requirements. That's of all of them that are currently outstanding. So it's not just for this, but it's for all the others. So you have to make a rate that's going to be sufficient to pay both principal and interest. And that's what you're covenant team to do.
Okay, and are we increasing that?
I defer to Mark or Jack.
We have deferred principal in year one and with through the truth and taxation calculations and those numbers and use of fund balance, we are going to be what's the rate that we're sticking with? Are we maintaining the current tax rate?
The idea is that we can maintain the current
Yeah.
tax rate. We obviously expect it to go up, but we can maintain this current tax rate and still cover. the-
My concern was we're not gonna suddenly tell everybody, oh, there's a
No.
No,
percent
No.
increase in your property tax.
No, sir.
Surprise.
The idea is that we don't have to do that if we don't. need to.
Okay,
Correct.
this just gives us a,
We, if,
an option if we need.
yeah,
it.
if we
And we
had,
have it layered in there with
Under
drops in
normal
y'all's current debt service, so we can maintain the current tax rate y'all are at.
yeah, if we were gonna deviate from that, we would have to follow a different procedure
Yeah,
uh,
that's what
for
I'm
notification and public hearings and everything, which we're not doing. But I think for a legal standpoint, we just need to make sure.
And that is the larger portion on the utility fund. It's the small portion on the general fund, which is where the taxes would cover.
And to the extent that you have any constituents that were concerned about notice, they're going to publications in your local newspaper as well as on city's website. So there was not notice is required.
Right, yeah, that's right.
For this,
You're-
for
you're
this
set
year.
in that respect.
Yep.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance 2606, an ordinance authorizing the issuance of the city certificate of obligation series 2026 in an amount not to exceed $6 million for the purpose set forth in the notice of intention, providing payment therefore by the levy of ad valorem tax and further secured by a lien of the pledge revenues of the utility system and other matters in connection therewith.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? Second? Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, yeas. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Please
Thank
make
you.
sure you
Thank
get anything that you need for tonight so we can lock in that 3.66.
Sir.
Okay? We appreciate it. Thank you for all your hard work.
Yeah, thank you guys.
You ever do that? Okay? We'll be in touch. Thank you. Appreciate it, Mark. Thank
be
you.
safe.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to E, consideration and possible action concerning resolution 26-13, a resolution of City Council of City of Lidle, Texas, approving the terms and conditions of a contract by and between the City of Lidle, Texas and Johnny Holguin for the fireworks display during the City of Lidle Independence Day, providing for incorporation of preamble, authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documents necessary to effectuate such an agreement and providing an effective date. Zach.
Mayor and council, this is the same individual that has done our fireworks display in the past. They've gone under a couple different names, but this is, he's kind of redone it under his actual name. So that's why it's, we've seen 3 different versions of this, but it's the same company, same people doing it. And it is at the same rate that we had for last year, which was 20,000. And if you do recall, we do get a small portion from Waste Management to cover some of that cost as well. But ultimately, they'll just pay us directly back for that. So, yeah, so no changes other than the name and a new term. So pretty simple.
He did promise he was going to give us a surprise, right?
So they've done something every year a little different, obviously, with the 250th anniversary. I think they are very focused on trying to do something unique and different for us this year. So hopefully they come up with something pretty cool. So
It'll be a big, big year for us here, but they always do a great job. I mean,
Yeah.
lots of positive reviews for that event.
I see it from my backyard.
See it from the backyard.
yeah, maybe.
Well, now I know that they did a wonderful job last year and the previous year, so I'd like to make a motion that we approve this resolution number 26-13 as presented. With the effective date of today, March 9th, 2026, and get ready for the 4th of July.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Got a second? Okay. Any further discussion?
I didn't notice the time. Last year they gave us a 15, 20-minute,
It's in there.
Yeah.
It says
Was it in
20
there?
to 22.
20
I
to
think.
22.
20 to 22.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
It was about 22 minutes last year.
Was it?
Yeah, it was probably right on that or really close to that.
They go a little bit above.
I
and
think
beyond.
last year was more, it wasn't so much up in the sky. I think the biggest impact was
That fire.
the fire with the, and then you just felt it, and then you felt the heat come right at you. Right, remember that? That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. All right. Anything else? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, yes. Okay. So that should be a good thing. All right, let's go ahead and move on to F, consideration and possible action concerning resolution number 26-14, a resolution of City Council, City of Lytle, Texas, approving the terms and conditions of an agreement by and between the City of Lytle, Texas and TRC engineers for a task order regarding plat review of project Lytle subdivision, providing incorporation of preamble, authorizing the city administrator to execute any and all documents necessary to effectuate such an agreement and providing an effective date.
All right, so Mayor and Council, as y'all recall, Project Cinco, which is the data center that Rowan is building, west of the coal mine subdivision. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. As part of the development agreement, they're supposed to be putting in the road out of coal mine, extending Juarez Street. And so based on that project, they do need to do some platting to allow for that to happen. The actual plans have been approved already, reviewed and approved. This is kind of the last step. And I talked to them even today that they may try to start even some construction prior to some of this being finalized because it's pretty straightforward. So, but this is just the task order to get TRC, just to review it so we can go through the process with P&Z and then ultimately council once it's approved. So,
Yep.
And as always, the costs will be billed back to the developer. So.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion
Yes, sir.
that we approve the action concerning resolutions 26-13,
14.
14, I'm sorry,
You're good.
of the city of Lytle, Texas, approving the terms and conditions of an agreement by and between City of Lytle, Texas, and TRC Engineers Incorporated for a task order regarding plat review of project Lytle subdivision, providing for an incorporation of preamble, authorizing the city administrator to execute any and all documents necessary to effectuate such agreement and providing an effective date of
March.
March 9th.
March 9th, 2026.
I'll second that, Mayor.
Got a second?
We need to put the not to exceed amounts in that motion.
You haven't before, but it's up to you.
Oh, it's not necessary.
Okay. Do you have any further discussion?
No time coming.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, yes. All right, Zach. Getting closer and closer, to getting this done.
Like I
for-
said, they
coal
called me
mine.
today and they said, can we start before we get it finalized? Because they're anxious to get they constructed. So, and I said, yeah,
Yeah.
we can work something out.
This would be a
Do we
good
have a
thing.
map of exactly where it's gonna be?
It's basically if you went to the end of Juarez Street and you just kept going until you got
To
to
the field.
683, or I'm sorry, whatever is it 683? Yeah. Yeah. So literally just a straight line.
It's the same map that they provided before. It
Yeah.
hasn't changed.
Yeah.
It's been the same. All right, let's go ahead and move on to G. And consideration and possible action concerning resolution number 2615, a resolution of City Council, City of Lidle, Texas, approving the terms and conditions of an agreement by and between the City of Lidle, Texas and TRC Engineers for task order regarding CPS power poles floodplain review, providing an incorporation of preamble and authorizing the city administrator to execute any and all the documents necessary to effectuate such an agreement and providing an effective date.
Mayor and council, so we received a couple, it's really like 3 locations with multiple poles in those locations. For CPS has been going around replacing a lot of their pole infrastructure throughout town. These 3 locations happen to be in the floodplain, and so with them slightly moving it or increasing size or anything like that, it does require a floodplain permit. And so TRC, as our floodplain review on the engineering side, they were given the task to do this, and so that's what this particular resolution is, to get them started on that review. The only problem with this is when I got, I'm a little perturbed by it, but the cost on this particular one, we, as a part of our franchise agreement with CPS, we cannot recover these costs. So it's kind of something we're going to have to eat, unfortunately, on this because of the franchise agreement we have. I reviewed that with Austin, and he's in the same boat, unfortunately. So I tried, I sent it to them, and then they kicked back and said, nope, per our agreement. And so, yeah, that's the only bad part of this. But unfortunately, we do have to get it reviewed. We do have to go through that process if they're planning on moving forward with those replacements.
The poles that are already existing there, are they CPS?
Yes, so the existing poles, but anytime when they remove them and replace them, they're going to have that floodplain permit requirement because they're in the floodplain. So
Wouldn't that be a part of what part of their deal?
you would think.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, because they're replacing and they're putting in.
Yeah.
This comes down to telecom industry very successful in legislation on how you beat franchise agreements.
cause you would think that floodplain would have been indicated 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Well, and it probably was a floodplain at that time. I can't tell you when those poles went in and what was done at that time. Obviously, floodplain it can increase, it can decrease from time to time, depending on studies that are done. But ultimately, these definitely are in the floodplain, and they're not planning to remove them from the floodplain. It's just a matter of when they go replace them, it triggers the need to have that floodplain permit per FEMA requirements. So
What does that permit cost?
well, the cost to review everything, TRC is saying about 6,200. So we don't charge, and we can't charge the permit fee. And I was planning on at least covering this cost, but again, according to the franchise agreement, I can't even do that. So unfortunately.
This is one of the few times where if y'all had an in-house engineer on staff to do this review, we might incur any additional costs because already being so.
Yeah.
But just by virtue of having a third party.
Well,
Passive on.
yeah,
I mean, I guess they cannot replace their poles, but that's probably not good for us in the long run for our residents. So
I'll make the motion to approve this resolution number 26-15 as presented with the effective date of today, March 9th, 2026.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Got a second? Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Right.
I will say I did ask Scott to try to be, as thorough, but not as costly as possible. So we could save as much as we could. So hopefully that's a not to exceed number, right? So hopefully we're less.
Hopefully it won't be that much. Hopefully. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to H, consideration and possible action concerning resolution number 2616, a resolution City Council, City of Lidle, Texas, providing for the use of hotel occupancy tax funds for Lidle's 75th anniversary event, prescribing the terms of use of such funds, providing for severity and providing an effective date.
All right, so Mayor and Council, we've been working with Josh Walker, one of our residents, and he's big into the event and media and marketing space to kind of help us plan and coordinate the Lidle 75th anniversary, which is this year. And he has come back with a cost proposal. I had him go through and basically try to find the bands and kind of everything from the production side and obviously the marketing of the event, because we want it to be as successful as possible. And so he's come up with the budget item as listed in the resolution. Obviously, we are hoping, and we've already started with Josh to talk about sponsorships to be able to help defray some of that cost. I actually have a handout that I'm happy to give each of y'all this evening. We just came up with it today with sponsorship levels. I've already been in talks with a couple people, and he has as well about sponsorship. So we're already seeing that kind of already build up. We haven't really come out with the date fully yet and stuff like that. I think the plan is to later this month to come up with or start advertising for that. But we're definitely trying to obviously keep the cost down as much as possible. This does come out of the hot tax, so it is a different pot of money, obviously, than our general fund. And we have obviously built up the hot tax over the years a little bit. And then obviously what's been coming in, as we've already seen it increase, over the last couple of years on some of that as well. So
Along with that, we already have a sponsor.
yes.
We'll make him feel better.
Oh, CPS Energy. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So in one way or another, we're getting it back, I guess. But yeah, so they don't want to be they want to participate. They want to help out. And I'm in talks with other, utilities that we waste management and that kind of stuff too. But yes, they've already reached out about it. They don't want to be the highest sponsor. It's kind of their policy to not be the highest sponsor, but they don't want to be the only sponsor either. And I assured them you're not going to be the only sponsor. There'll be plenty of others that are jumping on. So,
But that's just so you know. So those are the things. We have the
I can pass them out if you want to take one and pass them down there.
So for clarification, the amount listed here, I don't know if I can say it, but the amount listed here.
Yeah.
We put in there not to exceed. So with sponsorship, is the sponsorship money to offset, or can it be to build in addition to?
I guess my hope is we just make a lot in sponsorships and we build it plus then some.
And that would be
Yeah.
good.
That'd be
because
ideal.
That would, well, you're saying offset, you're saying in
I
addition
think
to.
it is to offset, and if we make more, then obviously it just.
Well, it
goes
would
on
just
towards-
benefit the city
Correct.
even more
Correct.
to be able to use the
Yes.
hot tax in addition to
Yes.
sponsorship. We could, be more elaborate with what we do.
Yes.
Right, 75 don't come out around too often, right?
No. One time this last I checked.
That's good.
So a good time.
No, thanks to the city for doing all this. I mean, you guys are-
Honestly, and I need to say my thanks and kudos to Josh because he's really been helping pull it all together. I got a bunch of other stuff I got to worry about.
You know.
Sometimes the 75th is not what I
Austin,
want to
you want-
worry about. So, yeah.
So seeing some of Josh's work on video production, can we expect to see any kind of video that we could use in the future promoting the city? And
He's working on
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
yeah.
He has
is-
two different projects that
Yeah.
he's working. So he's got that, and then he's working on this one.
Okay.
So there's two different things that
Okay.
he's actually putting together.
Yeah.
yeah, because this would be opportune time to
100%.
get a lot of the
This
footage.
will be included.
Yes. Yeah, and then I know like leading up, obviously he's going to start really getting going on promotion of it, and so we can make it as successful. as possible.
Mayor, I want to make a motion to approve resolution number 26-16, resolution of the city council of the city of Lidle, Texas, providing for the use of hotel occupancy tax funds for the Lidle 75th anniversary event, prescribing the terms of use of such funds, providing severability, and providing an effective date today of March the 9th, 2026.
Got a motion on the floor? Second? Okay, any further discussion?
Yeah, I would just like to note that when the city celebrates their 75th anniversary, this year I celebrate my 75th anniversary.
Oh,
There we go.
I
oh,
was
pretty
incorporated on
cool.
the same year.
On the same year.
Duly noted.
My goodness.
I will accept this as my birthday.
There you
go. There
you go. Yeah, put your
Uh,
name
I
on top
think
of it,
I
right?
think
Put
you're
your
gonna
name
enjoy
on top of
this.
That
Yeah.
means you should be a sponsor, get your name on the board.
There you go.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
There you go. That'll work.
No, it should be good. I mean, honestly, and we are just we'll go ahead and do the vote, but we are going to do a little bit in the music fest. We'll do a little bit more into the 4th of July with the 75th, and then this is our capstone, basically the actual event. So you just have we're going to tie it in throughout the year. So we're going to be doing that. All right. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, yes, okay. Awesome, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go ahead and move on to I, consideration and possible action concerning resolution number 26-17, a resolution of City Council, City of Lidle, Texas, accepting the 2026 Consumer Price Index adjustment to municipal telecommunications right-of-way access line rates and providing an effective date.
All right, so Mayor and Council, I received correspondence from the Public Utility Commission regarding the 2026 CPI adjustment on right-of-way rates. And this is really what, our franchise basically fee that we get on telecommunications. And they, for some reason, we didn't adjust it last year. I can't say I'm not exactly sure why we didn't adjust it, but obviously, if we don't respond to them, then it just stays at the same rate. So we're actually getting less of a franchise fee back from the telecom side. So the new rates are listed in the data sheet. So residential is going from 32 cents to 57 cents. Non-residential from 74 cents to $1.11, and then point to point is $1.12 to $1.66. So a good chunk of change on all that. But again, this is what they will pay us, at that rate to, for having their utilities in our right of way. So honestly, it's just a benefit to us to have a rate that's sufficient enough to help franchise taxes. So. And we're very limited, as I think Austin said, on doing a lot in the right of way with utilities because they've been so successful. So, I mean, anytime we can get something out of them is probably the best. So.
Mayor, I make a motion, we accept or approve resolution 2617 as presented.
What the
with
money
effective
on
date of today, March 9th, 2026.
Got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? Second. Okay. Discussion besides about the white truck that drove by. That's very loud.
Is that what it was?
We're starting
I was like-
75th
I was like,
Thursday.
did somebody bring money on just
Yeah,
for
it's-
the mayor's birthday?
White Chevy truck. No, I'm just joking. Okay, man. I have a pretty good eye then. All right. Any further discussion? All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, yes. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, good. It's our halftime entertainment. Yeah. We can't bring in Bad Bunny, so we gotta improvise. Do what we got to do. All right, Jay, consideration and possible action concerning selection of annual spring cleanup day hosted by the City of Lidle in conjunction with Waste Management. All right, so break out your calendar. There you
Yeah,
go.
so normally, like we've done in the past, we kind of look after the bulk pickup to give a second opportunity for anything that didn't get picked up. So I kind of threw out the May 9th or May 16th as the possible dates. The May 16th date, on May 15th, the Friday, as of right now, Turner Construction, who is doing the Rowan Data Center, was looking to and has been talking to me about kind of doing a cleanup of downtown, painting, with businesses. They want to give back to the community. So, picking up trash, painting, just make it look nicer, kind of curb appeal. So they're planning to do that on the 15th. So I thought it might make sense to just do this in conjunction. We have that on Friday and then roll into Saturday with people bringing stuff. We could do it honestly anytime. It's just, I thought that.
What
might make
date
the
was
most
that?
sense. That was, they're doing theirs the 15th. So then the 16th
15th.
would be the day we do ours. So just a thought.
I thought you said something about the 9th.
The 9th
That
is a
was another-
possibility.
Oh,
As an
okay,
option.
all right.
You're saying the 15th.
But I'm saying the 15th is that event that they're planning to do. So the 16th might work better for our thing. But
All right.
just throwing dates out.
Yeah.
So see
So
what's.
this is, the 16th would be when we bring in the big dumpsters and do all that, so. And we'll probably need some help with that too, so. Do you guys want to go ahead and stick to the 16th and line it up as, kind of like we start on Friday, they do their thing, we do our thing on Saturday?
Yeah, I can make a motion to that effect, Mayor. I know that we schedule the annual spring cleanup day hosted by the city of Lido in conjunction with Waste Management. This year on May 16th, 2026.
No second.
Yeah, second. Any further discussion?
The only caveat for me, theater group's going into UIL competition. And I don't know if they're going to, so I may not be available that day. Find somebody to help handle it. Our public works guys are very, very good on it.
Roger that. Okay. Anything else? All those in favor? Any opposed? Oh, yes. All right, Zach, here we go. We can get the flyer together.
Who's second?
Yeah, please get with them so they can do the.
Who's second?
We can get it out. Yes. With plenty of time. And, yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Put it on the notice. And especially if we have something else that you guys might be sending out with our billing, we can throw it in there, just so we can push it in another way, because it actually helps out a lot. That'd be good. All right, council, let's go ahead and we did really good. We're going to go ahead and continue on, and let's go ahead and go into our department reports. And the first one that we have is animal care and control. Linda, come on up. All right.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Hold on.
Report for February. Okay. Calls for service, we had 44. We set 4 traps. Animals euthanized was 2. Animals surrender, 0. Animals returned to owner, 3. Animal intake, 5. Adoption, 6. Animal count was 29 dogs, 6 cats as of February 31st. Currently, we have 25 dogs and 7 cats. Transfer to rescue, we had on February 12th, 3 cats to Divine Animal Control. February 13th, we have 1 dog to Humane Society. February 14th, we had 2 dogs to Petunia's Rescue Friends. Here are some of the transfers. 2 of the puppies made it on the news on Good Morning SA. And Dobby, the other one with the family, he made it to New Jersey to his forever home. That was pretty
New
cool.
Jersey.
Yeah.
That was cold. It went from here to go.
Our events for February was on the 13th, the Valentine's Day themed adoption event, and February 14th, we had Dragonfly. And here is our little Pee-wee on his gotcha day on that event. He found his forever home.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Upcoming events, we have March 6th, well, it already passed, the Dragonfly. April 4th, we have an adoption event at the Easter Fun Day at the Lido VFW. April 30th, we have Touch a Truck Career on Wheels Career Day at Lacoste Elementary for the little ones up to 2nd grade. And then again on May 1st, Career Day at Lacoste Elementary for 3rd to 5th grade. And then here we are with, we want to say a big thank you to Declan Brookfield and the Lytle Primary School. They donated supplies and food for our dogs, the shelter.
That's awesome.
Came out on the Divine paper also for Declan. And that's it. Any questions?
Yes, Linda, do you still welcome volunteers to come work with you?
Yes.
How do they do that? Just give you a call?
They call or they come by and they inquire. They
Then
fill
you
out.
Set a date to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
They're pretty active. They're busy. Thank you.
Council. Linda, thank you
Good job.
again. Still keep getting the calls. Great customer service. People need help. The way that you respond and take care of folks, really
I want to say
appreciate
thank
it.
you to Matt here also for assisting us on a call on the 28th.
Oh.
So thank you, Matt. Thanks, Matt.
No, that's a team effort, but really appreciate it. It's great when folks actually contact
We
us.
just handled our side of it, they handled their side of it, so it worked out good.
Awesome. 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 All right. Talking about team, we got Cassandra. Here we go.
All right, we had 109 users for the month of February and 98 for the kids. And the checkouts were a little bit lower because the month is shorter, so it was 1,150. The new e-reader platform is going to be available by the end of this month. So we are
It'll be up.
excited because people have been like, is it ready? Is it ready? So I'm doing some more training, and then hopefully by the end of the month, before I leave for a conference, it'll be ready. And we had 7 new accounts and 20 20 renewals, and April made 18 library cards. Still doing story time. And actually the ladies moved our craft with us to an early morning instead of in the afternoon because they're coming in when the kids were coming in after school. So there was no space for them to be able to do it. So they decided to do it in the morning around 11:30. And then this year we're doing a duck decorating contest. I got a patron sent this to me about it, that they were doing it at the San Antonio Public Library. So we decided to do that. And so we had several people already turn in, or actually pick up the ducks, because we had ducks to give out to them. So
Is it like little ducks?
they're about that big. Yeah, they're not very big. They're probably like a 2-inch duck, I think.
So those could,
Right?
so those could end up in some Jeep.
Maybe
dash,
so.
right?
I don't know.
That's kind of like the big thing,
Yeah.
right?
Is this
So-
open to anyone?
Yeah, anyone. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they can come in and pick. We actually have ducks for them to pick up, or they can buy one from the store. So
Oh,
whatever
okay.
works.
Let us
Um,
know if you need us to
okay.
push something, okay?
I'll be attending the TLA conference in Houston at the end of the month, and so I'll be gone like the last week and then into the next week, I believe. So it's a weird. It starts on a Sunday. It's just very strange.
Huh.
I'm working on the annual report for the state, so I'll have to have that done by the 31st. So I'll have to have it done before I leave, and that's.
Is that the one you need a signature on?
Yes, but that one won't be till April the 30th. It's due
Okay.
then. So, but I have to do this other part first.
Okay.
And then we're almost done with the teen labels. We need about 200, maybe 300 labels to go. We have to do 50 at a time. So it's like Virginia pulls them off the shelf, takes the labels off. April reprints the label, then Joe puts the new label on, and they go back to the shelf. So it's just a process trying to get everybody done.
But almost there.
Almost there.
Yay.
Yes,
That'd be
still
great.
offering the curbside, and then this is library calendar. And then the top was heart health, and then the next one down was the rodeo, and then Mardi Gras, Bubble Gum Day, and then Chinese New Year, and
Wow.
let's see, wedding month, and then that was Library Lovers Month, and in the middle was the Super Bowl, and then Black History Month. So.
Wow.
Yeah, we actually had a little poll going with the patrons coming in, and they could vote who was going to win the Super Bowl, and they actually picked the right one. So it was like, oh, wow, okay.
Based on the number of
Yeah, it's
votes?
based on the number of votes. But
That's good.
that's about it. Any questions?
Council?
Keep up the good work.
So, Cassandra here recently has taken on the responsibility to help out, and we talk about different companies, both AAP and CPS. Would you like to let the council know?
Yes.
Because it's very unique. Not a lot of
Taking the
places.
payments?
No, no.
It's
No.
very unique because of what's happening around the
Right.
area. Even though it's not affecting us inside the city limits, they pick Lytle's Library as a place for folks to do this, but I'll turn it
All
over to
right.
you.
So they called me in January and said, they talked to April first, and she passed it over to me. I'm like, okay, sure. I thought it was pamphlets, didn't really go into detail. I'm like, all right, yeah, you can set it up. He showed up last Wednesday with 4 boxes. And I'm like, oh, okay. So the first box had a binder that had like this thick with all the paperwork. And then the next one had like 3 other, like, they weren't like binders, they were paper, but they were in this like envelope. And then there was maps in that box, and then maps in the 3rd box, and then maps in the 4th box. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it's like the whole state of Texas. So the first day that people came in, and I was like, I don't know what you're looking for. So we did the first map, and that didn't have, it was just too broad. So basically today I found out there's 3 sets of maps. The first set is 1 through 11, and that's basically a general area of Texas, broken down into 11 maps. Then the second set of maps is a little more detailed, where it's, you can see where you live. The third set of maps is actually even more detailed, where you can actually see your house or your property. So we didn't know about that third set because I didn't see it until today when I was looking through the maps. It's 1 through 11, 1 through 31, and then 1 through 167.
So what are these maps? You all heard about the big project of high voltage lines running from South Bear County all the way to Midland/Fort Stockton. They're going across the state. So apparently they had to select locations where people can stop by and look at these maps.
Yes.
And Lido got chosen as one of them.
Yes.
So we have you have the whole state.
The whole state in 4 boxes. Yep.
4 boxes. They have every map. But so people that get these letters because their properties are getting affected around this area, Medina, Atascosa, Bear, they get these addresses and say you can go look at the maps. So one of the locations is here in Lytle. So she has the maps. So folks that get these letters are told to go look at the maps, and it's from the broad to the very detailed.
Exactly. And it's full color. So they're like the size of this map over here. So you have to unfold it and find it. And then they're not told what their number is. So you're having to go through this folder, find their address, and they're not alphabetical by the last name. They're alphabetical by the first name. So
And they couldn't do all that in the computer. That way you just print it out and say, here, take it.
So
they got a map, but it's about this big.
Yeah, I think
it's
they're
like
required
not
by
even-
law. I think that because they're required by law, just like we're required by law to publicize in the newspaper certain things, they're required to have designated location with the maps for
Yeah.
people to go in there and look at them. So they have them there available for all these folks to go ahead and do that, and they're very detailed.
Yes. So
There's a little section on one area in the Bear County side that we recently annexed, I think might get affected. Just a little sliver. And then the other portion is on 2790 going to Lacoste, but it's not even in the ETJ, right? It's north of that where it crosses. But for folks that are down in Divine, there's another route that goes down that way. So for the folks that are in Divine, they're going to get affected with that line. They got the letter, and guess where they come? They come to Lido to look at the maps.
right, because
It's
So-
only the people that are affected are
right,
able to. see it.
exactly, because
Yeah.
we've had 2 people. One of them had 20 acres, the other one had 42 acres, and it goes right through their property.
Yeah.
So they have until I think April the 1st to dispute this.
Yeah, they
So-
get a chance to look at the maps, and if they have concerns or questions, they're supposed to submit. They get an area or an address or a way to go ahead and submit back.
Yeah.
It's called intervene, right?
I have no idea.
I
Just
think it's intervene, right?
So-
Yes, Zach already gave me a thumbs up. It's
Yeah.
kind of like an intervene. They have a
I don't know.
date to intervene
Yeah.
with the process.
So-
But just so you know, so if you all know of people around this area or somebody's asking, our library
Yeah.
is taking care of this whole area.
Mm.
It's one of the designated points. So people from Divine, people from over here in Bear County
Yeah.
into Medina County, they're getting pointed to come here to Lido to take a look at the
Make more
maps.
money.
yeah, well, we're charging for the copies because they want a color copy, so it's $1 per copy.
Yeah.
So that's what we're
Those
charging.
we can't give for free. So,
Exactly.
but-
So some of them are wanting like one like right, like 15 pages because they want the whole section of where it's at. So
So we appreciate what
Yeah.
you're doing, Cassandra. So
yeah, we were just like we found that we just happened to find this third set today, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is even more in depth. So when I pulled that out, I could see more clearly on it.
Are those
Just-
new lines or are they improving,
New,
New lines, yeah.
those are brand new.
There
They're,
could be some locations that
maybe
already
improved?
have some,
Yeah.
but it will be a much higher.
An upgrade.
voltage, Higher.
yeah.
drainage.
So, but these are, the property owners that got this is because the intention is to do work on their property. So they have to get notified.
And a right of way and everything?
Yes, that is
Yes.
correct.
And some of them, it's like they have cattle and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna go right through it. So we appreciate what you're doing.
welcome.
Please keep track.
Oh, yeah, Virginia's keeping track at the front of how many pages we make copies of. so.
And the people that come visit. So even if
There's
they don't
just
want
been-
copies,
It's
just,
probably been at least 30 people.
yeah,
coming
just
in.
keep track of that. It would be good for the city to have an idea of the number of people that you guys service for that. So in the future, if they come back,
Yeah, I don't know how long we're supposed to keep these boxes, so hopefully, I think because he's like, don't give them out. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give them out. So we have them behind the counter, so
I-
March, April 1st, when they have enough time to.
I would,
I'm
yeah,
assuming
I
that
would,
they're gonna come
if
pick
you
it up.
want, keep them or bring them over to City Hall. I would keep them longer
Right.
because that's the first phase of going out to the public. There's probably gonna be another,
Yeah, because they did say something about public hearings.
yeah. So I'd rather just go ahead and keep it.
Okay.
Just keep them
Yeah,
in a
we'll-
safe
We'll
spot.
just keep them in the back.
Mhm. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate that. All right, Pete, here we go. Public Works.
I forgot to change the time again.
We did. I know.
That's your job.
Just say you didn't get a work order. That's all you have to do. No work order.
Huh?
You didn't get a work
I didn't get
order
a
on
work
it.
order.
Dang it.
There it is.
It's not on there, so. New meters installed, we had 9, main breaks, we had 1. We replaced 25, actually that should be new services, new water meters.
New water meters. Okay.
Replaced service line 0, angle stop 0, replaced washer 0. Service lines leaks, we had 3, customer leaks 1. We had 46 rereads. Those are the new radio reads that the gophers cover up with the dirt and they won't pick it up. Yeah, it's covered up with dirt, so we gotta go dig it up, and that's why there was a lot of rereads.
Can you include the customer versus RV read and chargebacks? Can we keep,
So we're
Yeah, didn't
keeping
I-
track of it. We've only, I think we have one of.
Chargeback?
The chargeback, all the rest have been our fault or, whatever. So,
Yeah.
But we're still
Yeah.
keeping track of it and charging, if necessary.
okay.
We had 18 new customers and 3 finals.
Okay.
No sewer stoppages, 1 customer stoppage. We had 8 miscellaneous work orders.
We
And
are
there's the water pumpage.
90.
I will make a comment and I'll get you the graph. I'm working on it, to show the difference, year to year.
Yeah,
So that's probably one of the lowest I have seen since I have been here, with the city at the one, at 39 acre feet. Just at
So right now, we're sitting at 82.
82 total for the, yeah.
82 out of the 790. That's what we
Yeah, and
have.
obviously that'll still decrease as the time goes on.
Yeah.
yeah, the benefit of having the graph up there, give you a good visual of how it is.
Yeah, But we're doing really
Overall.
good.
Thank you.
That's really good. Muy bueno.
And that's a saddle that was leaking at the trailer park. It's those plastic saddles they used to use back then. And that was a leaking coal mine. It was a pinhole. It's been leaking for a while.
Yeah, y'all hire anybody, won't you?
That's our, yeah, they were doing a water leak and that dog was
verifying he's
So
doing
you
it
got-
right.
so
And you
you
work
have an additional foreman? Is that what you got? Is that your new? You got a
Need
new?
another supervisor.
That's a new,
Yeah.
new foreman already hired?
Yeah,
No,
hired.
looking over your shoulder.
He got hired the first day. And that's that water leak that was in Twin Lakes and the brush in between Cactus and Mesquites that we didn't know it was there.
Mhm.
So the water started running over the road that the customer there,
Twin Lakes
I mean, coal mine.
and Coal Mine.
Coal mine.
Yeah, that was coming over on the side, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Any idea how long that's been?
that's been for a while because all that water, I mean, all that's all green, like.
Nobody's complaining about it.
Well, if they
now-
don't get a
now
bill
it's
for it,
fixed,
right?
Somebody's driving.
That was coming off of what type of line?
That was a 4-inch,
A 4-inch?
4-inch main.
Okay.
And that was that service we redid at the trailer park. We had to put another saddle.
Mhm.
And you can see the blue clamp on the top.
Yep.
That's where that other saddle was at, and we just put a
Close.
clamp over that hose and did another saddle cap. That's
Yeah,
it.
the police want to.
Any questions for Pete? Anything at all?
Linda, you gotta use that picture for your, like your adoption stuff and like.
Mhm.
Keep an eye on the city worker. Here it is, you know?
Hey,
We train them well. We train them well.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Police.
Public Works,
Canine.
Public
Canine.
Works working the adoption, huh? I like it. I like it. Instead of, you have water detection dogs. Hmm? Should be good.
Richie's at the coast.
All right. Yeah, well, sorry, you get stuck with me 2 months in a row. I know I'm not as entertaining as the Chiefs, but I'm a little quicker. So strap on, hang on tight. Here we go. Yeah. It looks like cost of service 238. All those other numbers look pretty good there. 164 citations. Again, motor vehicle registration, speeding, no insurance, driver's license. Those are always your top go-getters right there. There's your pie chart related to that. Man, it gets a little hard to see. Yeah, it's a little, we need to probably break that up. Adult arrest. What do we got here? DWIs, open containers, drug paraphernalia, driving while intoxicated, possessions, intox, theft of property, HEB, transported to the county. Oh, it's just a shoplifting case there. DWI first, unlawfully carrying a weapon. That's where they've got a handgun in the car, and at the same time, they were arrested for an offense higher than the Class C reason they were stopped. So that makes it an unlawfully carrying charge. Sometimes those weapons then get forfeited and awarded to the city as part of the criminal case, hopefully. DWI third offense, that's going to be a felony there. I think it was actually more than 3 DWI arrests. This might have been his 5th, if I remember looking at that right. DWI first, again, another unlawfully carrying. Warrant service, that's for a Lytle theft case, one of our thefts. So when we have a shoplifting case, we get warrants that get into the system. At some point, they eventually get picked up. DWIs, possession controlled substances. Those are going to be your vape pens, PG2, ag assault, a deadly weapon. That is where there was a verbal disturbance in the HEB parking lot between a pedestrian trying to cross and another driver. After that verbal exchange, the pedestrian tried to walk in front of the driver, and the driver then lunged their car forward, striking the pedestrian. Very minor. However, when you look at the criminal offense, that's an ag assault with a deadly weapon. So the driver got to take a trip to the jail for a poor decision that night. Thefts. We had a 2019 Ford F-250 stolen from the HEB Plus. Then we had some hand tools stolen from a toolbox. They took them out of the bed of a truck. The burglary of an F-250. Oh, that was an open door handle, I believe. It says unknown. I'm not sure where that one occurred at. Damage to a windowsill from an unknown turning vehicle pulling a trailer. Sorry, I'm not really. I didn't look at this before. But I've had a busy few days here, guys. So sorry. Events. Officers attended the farmers market. We provided traffic control for the trail riders coming in. Walked through at the school due to violations during the Rodeo Days event. Oh, visitors. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I saw violations. Attended the 75th anniversary meeting here. Attended the Music Fest meeting here. Officers completed the 4-week. We have Officer Cortez. So DRE, there's very few DREs in the state of Texas. It's a very intense 4-week-long course. DRE is basically where you're making a DWI arrest we all can arrest somebody for DWI. We smell the odor of alcohol. We do the field sobriety test. They get arrested because we believe they're intoxicated on alcohol. When they're intoxicated on drugs, it's a little harder to identify, and it's a very complex process of evaluating that subject. So that is now what we have. We had another officer get that a while back. Unfortunately, they left us. So now we have another one. Officer Cortez is a DRE. So he'll use his skills. He may get called when he's working to other jurisdictions because, like I said, there's not very many. I believe, other than him and maybe DPS troopers in Atascosa, Medina, are probably it. We don't have anybody else around. So another good tool we have here. Fire marshal activity, certificate of occupancy at the Goodwill store, plans review and permits issued for the fire alarm at the new primary school addition. And we did a courtesy inspection at the nursing home. There, at first it started with just I think a vent for their boiler, and then they determined to go ahead and replace the whole boiler. Criminal cases filed, 7 suspects with 7 charges at the county attorney's office in Atascosa, 6 suspects, 6 charged at the DA in Atascosa, and then 1 and 1 at the criminal district attorney in Medina. Background checks was 12, and we had 1 emergency detention from Camino Real. That's good. Delivered evidence on the 4th and 19th at the lab in Austin. Outside agency assist, they were way down this month. So it looks like we assisted the county sheriff, Atascosa, on Meadowview Drive with suspicious activity. And then we assisted them again with a disturbance in the 3200 block of 3175. There's your human resource hours. And that is it. Any other questions y'all may have for me that I can answer tonight?
Council, any questions for PD
No.
at all?
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you, man.
Supposed to be up for today. I'm still here with
Oh, good. Oh, good. You just put the challenge for Richie when he comes back. So that'll be good. All right, council, let's go ahead and move on to item number 7 and the informational items. We'll go ahead and get started over here, see if we have anything. Nothing. Okay. 4th, we got the Easter, right?
April 4th.
Yep, April 4th. So
We're working on the Easter eggs. I have fire department helping me out. I have Brianna started helping me out. I know my son's gonna help me out, and some of the kids at the school already had their hours, so I couldn't use them.
How many you do?
15.
I don't have a total account yet, so it's
How
gonna
many did you
be
last year?
24,000.
can you get us the copy of the flyer so we can send it out? And since we're already within a month, let's get it out there. That'll be good.
I just have 2 days of Music Fest, obviously coming very quickly. 20th and 21st. Also opening day for the is that Saturday morning as well. So busy day in the park ahead. And then if you don't know, and we are trying to quickly get it back up and running, but obviously we had an event through City Hall parking lot this weekend, so our key is currently down. So if you're getting calls or questions about that or see that, there's the electrical is off to that right now. So unfortunately, I can't advertise for the best or anything else until we get that up. So
Yeah, we had a vehicle that actually was a little bit too tall and affected the back portion and the front portion. Luckily, at least the building wasn't affected, so that was good. So appreciate Public Works. Or you were around, Pete? You were around here? Yeah, so appreciate you being here. PD took control of the scene and helped out, just to make sure, so very unique situation. We might come with an alternate way of being able to get the power.
yeah, they're looking at.
So that way we don't need to worry about it. Matt, anything? Ron, anything? Pete? Nada? AD? Anything? Nothing. Melinda, anything? Nothing. Anything you want to share? Okay. Austin? Anna?
We have another theology on tap on March the 19th at Baby Huey's. It's St. Joseph, the feast day of St. Joseph.
Awesome.
Letting her do whatever she wants.
Yeah. I think I saw it and I shared it already.
Yeah, and I just sent it to you.
Okay. I'll make sure that it's the same one. So
They've been pretty good crowd, so
good.
not much beer sales, but.
But you're doing a good deed.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh my goodness. You can sell, discount rate or something, Try to do that. Nothing at all? All right. Let's see. We got a few things to talk about. First of all, I just want to say thanks to the PD for the siren test. Appreciate it. We had all of them go. I think we might have found something about 15. Yeah, so we appreciate all that. This is good, especially as we're getting ready to go into that. I also want to say thanks to Robert, and we're putting it on the website, and we're going to be pushing it out. So once again, reminder for you can get those little Walmart handheld radios, the GMRS version, channel 16. And we're doing the testing that goes along with that at 12:05, sirens at 12. So please pass the word around and we'll have that going out. I want to say thanks to Public Works for the Drainage Council. As you know, we have an area of concern around Adams Street, Easy Street, all that. They've been spending a lot of time out there. They went out there last week. They cut some grooves on the street. And this weekend, when we started getting some rain, it actually was flowing. It was actually making an impact. We got a few more of the tweaks that we've learned. Another thing that we need to work on, but this is a very, very good start. And they're doing it on their own. We're not having to bring anybody else in and doing this. So with their expertise and what they have internal, they've been able to take care of that. So this is good. It's a good start while we wait for the other stuff to happen. PD, thank you for all the escorting with the athletics and everything in the last 2 weeks. I know some of them have been last minute, so we really appreciate you guys taking care of the kids for Lido ISD. Congrats to our Lido junior high and high school bands. High school, folks going to state solo and ensemble. That's pretty cool. Junior high getting their first division on stage and sight reading, receiving sweepstakes award for the third year in a row. That's pretty good. And sight reading, if you ever done it, it's basically they give you the music and you go play it.
Perform.
I mean, that is pretty cool being able to do that. So for the third year in a row, our junior high has been doing really good in their sweepstakes and just shows the reflection of their band directors and the impact they have on the kids.
Yeah, she was in junior high school, Mr. Chester.
Yeah. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Want to say congrats also to Chance Mormon. He was over on the last day at the San Antonio Rodeo and did a great job. This is the bullfighting only category. He's known as the world champ, so he had a chance to be here, be part of that. It's kind of like the warm-up kickoff of the season, and it ends up at the very end in Las Vegas. That's like the big prime time. But he's been recognized all the way. He did a really good job that night, along with a few other folks. And don't forget, we also had Maverick earlier in the rodeo. He's the first in the history to get the 100 score on the mutton busting. That was pretty cool. So Lido putting ourselves on the map with a few things, and that doesn't count. Matt, I think we have a lot of people that are involved from Lido in the San Antonio Rodeo.
Oh, yes.
Lots of volunteers, lots of folks working law enforcement along with helping. Everywhere I walked around, we run in. It was like a little family reunion. There's a lot of people that actually help out with stuff that happens.
Our band played there.
Oh, the band played down there.
Band, yeah.
That's,
Came in and
see,
played an hour or so.
that is awesome. That is awesome.
They've gone several years.
There you go.
I used to have donate to get my name on the trash cans. And I went everywhere looking for my damn trash can. It was in the restroom. Hey, but it was being used.
They
It was
put your
being
name.
used.
They put your name on the can.
Yeah, it was being here.
I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, too much, too much. I want to say congrats. We had Diego and oh my goodness, Claire. Thank you. And Claire, we had two of our cross country track folks that actually got highlighted by KSAT for the Scholar Athlete of the Week. So it's pretty cool. We had both of them. And I also want to put a little bit extra with Claire because she had her signing here recently and she's going to be running for TLU down in Seguin. So that's going to be pretty cool in the sense of being able to do that. I want to say congrats to Richie Hughes. Got invited, had a chance to go see him play. Great Special Olympics event happening over in Shirts. So it's pretty cool being able to see them. They were the Southside Heroes.
Southside Heroes.
Southside Heroes, I know. So it was pretty cool watching them play basketball out there and having a little bit of fun and stuff. So it was good. It was good.
Lost my voice.
I know. Then all of a sudden, the parent
Alright.
ended up being the coach, you know?
Go the other way. Go
Yeah.
the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
right.
know. He was in there. He jumped right in there and helped out. But it was great. You know, great representation. I think we had probably the largest little group, you know,
Oh,
for
yeah.
a player.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Signs and all,
Yeah.
you know, for Richie. So that worked out really good on the Special Olympics. Congrats to the boys and girls basketball teams. Great season. I think they did really, really good. The boys, the girls, I think, I mean, they did great as a turnaround. I think they're really cool is being able to come back from 15 points down and win in double overtime with Catula. I think that was one of the best games that I ever seen. Be able to do that and watch some bench players just highlight themselves. I think that was awesome. The boys did outstanding. They went, you know, beyond. I think in the first round, out of the 4 teams in our district, all 3 got eliminated. Lytle survived and moved on to another one. So they did really, really good. So congrats to them, the coaches, all the volunteers, everybody helping them out. Congrats to our powerlifting teams. We have one boy that is left that is going to regional. The girls already competed. It stopped at regional, but they did really good too. And we have a lot of young powerlifters too. So it's one of those who go through the rebuilding for future. So that's pretty good. Congrats to our dance team. Went to the state competition, Division I, and last year they were first place overall in state. This year they ended up in 3rd place. That's still pretty significant when you think about that. That was pretty good. So to our pump squad, our dance team, really, really good representation for Lytle being able to do that. Besides the reminders that we have with the events that are already discussed, the chamber has a networking event on the 19th of March. I know we have another event too, but on the 19th of March at the VFW Post. So great opportunity if you want to go out there. Some of the businesses, local businesses, they're regrouping, bringing the chamber back. So if you get a chance, it might be good to go. It's on social media too as a networking event that they have. Primary school will have a walkathon also coming up too. If you're interested, please check with them after spring break. They'll be doing that. And then, of course, we have the Easter that goes along with that. So that in mind, I do want to go ahead and take care of one of our council members. Still a little bit before.
Mom got a cake too.
Before her. Because it's one day. Oh my goodness. Because it's one day before our next meeting, but we always do it before. So we get a chance to be able to sing. Okay, we'll just do it together. My goodness. Where did you get that?
No, Mom didn't make that one. There's one back there from Mom.
My goodness.
Oh, shame.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, so today happens to be my birthday. So I thank you. I appreciate all the social media stuff too, the phone calls, the texts, and everything. I really appreciate it. So we get to celebrate today. So Anna will be on the 22nd, and but it'll be before our next meeting. And thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, you got to make a wish.
Okay.
You make a wish. Okay, I got one in mind. Okay, here we go. And
Happy birthday.
I was trying to get away from it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you.
All right, here we go. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Yeah. Thank you. Oh my goodness. This is like heavy right here. This you got some serious fruit. At least you don't feel too guilty when you go through that one. Okay, with that in mind, I think next thing that we have is going to be executive session. It is 8 o'clock, so council, do you just want to take the break in between, or just go straight into executive session?
Yeah.
You want to just go ahead and go into executive session? Okay, we'll just go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and move on to item number 8, executive session. The city council, city of Lido may convene an executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Section 551.071, consultation with attorney to discuss and consider the following items or item. A, upgrade regarding or update, I'm sorry, regarding the Nueces River Authority's desal plant. So Paola, if you can please show us at 8:02 p.m. going into executive session. Let's meet in the back. Oh my goodness, this is heavy. This is heavy.
German chocolate?
Pete, go here. Take it back there so you can cut. You guys can start having some cake. Have some cake. Start having some cake. Okay. what did you bring? It smells good. It's all good. All right, let's go ahead and continue. Are we back on, Zach?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's go ahead and show we are back. We returning from executive session. It's 8:15, no action taken. And we'll go ahead and ask for a motion to adjourn.
Mayor, I make the motion that we adjourn.
Got a motion? Got a second? Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 8:15 it is. Adjournment. Thank you so much. Great meeting. Got done. And once again, appreciate you.